Hey guys, DJ Jack here, once back with you again with another video here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the second episode of She-Hulk and break down a little bit of my feeling on how much I'm really enjoying this series so far. Last week was great. This week's is getting me more into it. I'm really liking She-Hulk. Now, this episode today of She-Hulk that came today reminded me kind of the Netflix parts of the scenes in the show. Remind me of like the Netflix Marvel shows. Kind of reminds me a little bit about I might say part scenes like with the big cities, the one with the big cities and the big buildings and everything. Reminds me kind of I think it's, if I'm right, Quicksilver. I think it's him. I'm not sure exactly, but one of them are one of my favorites. I think, no, the Iron Fist. The Iron Fist. That's what it is. Sorry, not Quicksilver. Well, Iron Fist. This kind of like parts of the city and everything where it takes place in. It kind of reminds me of like the Marvel movies, but it also feels like it's a Marvel. It actually fits like it's a Marvel show. Though some of the parts of the scenes, especially with being in the city and where with the big buildings in it, it basically considers me thinking it's a Marvel. It feels like it fits into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it feels like it actually feels like a Marvel show. The scenes in the movie with the big buildings and the city and everything. It finally seems like it's actually a Marvel. It's connecting. It feels like it's a connection. Like some of this, I'm just saying, this show really seems like it really has connections with the MCU. Because it is in the MCU, but it feels like it's connecting with the movies. Some of the scenes that you're seeing with the big buildings in this episode, this episode made it feel like it was actually a Marvel show to me. It felt like it was a Marvel show. And this is my positive review, because this is... Not a lot of shows kind of feel like they connect with Marvel, but this show so far has proven that this show feels like it's connecting with the present MCU. It really does. It feels like it's connecting. It feels like a lot of the scenes are feeling like they're Marvel show, like it's feeling like it's a Marvel show. It really looks like a Marvel show. It feels like it's a Marvel show. It feels more connected with the MCU than some of the other ones we had before in the past. Not a lot of the other shows we've had so far really looked like a Marvel. It took place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some of them looked a little different. They were Marvel shows. WandaVision and all those, but this one seems like it really feels like it takes place in the same time as like the present MCU, like where the Avengers was, and it kind of feels like it's connected. It just does. This episode made me feel like it was actually a Marvel show. Like I'm actually watching a Marvel movie here. It felt like that. It's a show, even though it's a Marvel show and part of the MCU, but this episode finally brought me to a Marvel feeling where I feel like this is actually a perfect Marvel show that we've gotten so far. This is very positive, and this is my review. So if you haven't seen it, no spoilers. I'm just saying, this to me, I feel like this episode really brought me into like feeling that She-Hulk has a connection to Marvel. It just get me into the Marvel spirit. So just letting you know, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil anything else, but besides that, hope you guys get to watch She-Hulk. It's really good. If you love my content and love my music videos and everything, please hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you later. DJ Jack, out. Have a good one.